Welcome to the End-to-End Service Monitoring with Operation Manager and Service Level Dashboard podcast. My name is Alessandro Sironi. I'm a senior consultant working for Microsoft Services in Ireland. Basically, I mainly work in what we call management, operation and deployment technical area, managing and designing for the management and optimization area in System Center family products, mainly Operation Manager, Configuration Manager, Service Manager. The need for end-to-end monitoring starts for the fact that most IT resources in terms of money and people are spent and used on reactive effort that is not really efficient. And considering that the IT environment are growing, are becoming much more complex than before, and the fact that the overall process for incident management can be very slow and so can reduce the overall productive time. Considering those factors, the service accountability is become very poor, and becomes also very difficult for IT managers to track service level and to demonstrate the quality of what they are providing. Now, what is end-to-end service monitoring? We want what I'm going to show you in this demo. I will show you how to monitor a distributed application, not a service basically, not a server. I have a distributed application, a web server in my environment that I will monitor it for you. And I will monitor it both from an end user perspective and from an IT administrator perspective. And I will show you also what is the proactive monitoring. So be the first to react. Don't wait for an end user phone call, especially if it's from a VIP person. In this demonstration I will show you, I'm going to use some tools. So we are going to use Operation Manager 2007 R2 and a couple of free tools. The first is the Service Level Dashboard version 2, and the second is the Visio 2007 AddIn for Operation Manager R2. Let's have a look at our environment. Okay, I wanted to show you my web server, but starting from here, this is the Visio diagram I built. I just noticed that we have some problem. In particular, I can see from this icon that is red that the web server infrastructure, so the server itself, has a problem. So let's have a look here. Let's open the Health Explorer and let's try to understand what's happening. In particular, notice that we have also other two icons, Galway user and Cork users. Those icons represent the end user perspective, so they simulate the end user experience in browsing from a different computer the website. Let's wait that our web console is opening. And yes, we have a problem here. Looks like that our website is stopped. In fact, if I try to connect to my website, it's not working. Okay, let's check and see if there are any alerts for this. There is an alert. The asironi.com website is stopped. Let's try to start it. We click Run, and from the console we are able to automatically force the start of the website. Well, it worked. So it means that if I try to open my website, very good. now I have the possibility to show you my website. That is actually a real website. Actually is not on the internet, but okay. So this is basically a real application. It's not a fake application. It's real because it's based on a community server. It's a blogging platform. So I can sign in using a user. Okay. Now that I'm in, I can check blogs. I can write a post. I can make a lot of things. So this is a real application. This is very important. Let's have a look at my view in the Visio AddIn. So I notice immediately that this view is dynamic, is something real that is changing, because I notice that my server infrastructure now is working. I have some problem in the client infrastructure. So this is very important because it gives me the opportunity to show you what it means to be reactive and to be very fast. So let's try to solve first of all the problem that the Cork user seems to have. So once again we open our Health Explorer. Okay, this one. Okay, seems like we have a DNS resolution problem. Okay, let's have a look at the alerts. Okay, on this PC. Okay, this PC is actually my server. So let's check on my PC what's happening. Okay, clearly we have a problem. I want just to show you that this is a local problem in Cork. So particularly on my PC that is simulating a Cork PC. What does it mean? It means that if we open the diagram view of my application, okay, we will see here that we have a problem only in one of the two computers I'm using to test. So first of all, let's solve the problem. So we go to the web console. Okay, so we go back here, and I forced before this problem because I created a host file with some wrong information. Okay, now you can notice here that if we ping now, we are able to resolve the proper name of the server. Let me now show you just some more information regarding what we have done here. So this object here is basically a distributed application. A distributed application has been built into Operation Manager to manage my server and to reproduce the logical structure of my web server. So we have a web component with our website, we have a database component, we have an operating system component, and we have two web application browser. So it means that we have two computers. One is my physical computer and one is this virtual computer that every 30 seconds are trying to connect to my web server, simulating a real end-user experience, a real end-user transaction. Let's have a look at this transaction, so we have an idea what's happening. As you can see here, we have different website requests. You don't have in order to create this, you don't have to manually write these things. Those transactions can be recorded automatically, so you just run it on the web browser and you are going to record this. And we are able also to track a lot of things. For example, we are able to track performance of the single transaction, and we are able also to track the authentication. For example, if we want to use NTLM or basic authentication in order to connect to the website, we can use this. It's actually very, very powerful. So the power of this thing, of the distributed application monitoring, is that we can reuse object we have in Operation Manager and create a logic of dependency between those objects. Okay? Why we need this? Because once again, we don't want to know whether one single client has a problem, whether only the web server has a problem. We want to know the end user experience, the overall service quality. Let me show you now as a last thing. First of all, we can check also in our diagram view everything has become green. Very good. So it means that if we go back to my server that has a problem before, now we can connect. Very good. And let me show you one more thing. Okay, the service level dashboard. What is the service level dashboard? With the service level dashboard, we are able to provide a different view of our application. Service managers are not interested in technical aspects of monitoring. They are more interested in being able to report the quality of the service they are providing. So they are more interested in the information like this. So a target. So if we have a goal of 59% in last 60 minutes, using this tool we can reuse the information we already have in Operation Manager and provide this view that is very, very simple. So we are able immediately to notice here that in the last 60 minutes we are not reaching our goal of 99.39%. And most important, we have a mean time to repair of the 60 minutes and a mean time between failure of 30 minutes. This is really useful in order to provide technical information to business people. Again, we are interested only in green and red. For example, Active Directory is working very fine because we have 100% of availability in the last hour. My website has been down for a lot, so we can just check in the last 24 hours. Probably we are more. Okay, so we had the same problem. 97%, it's just slightly better, but it's not 99.999%. That was our goal. Okay, my demonstration is over. I hope you appreciated this, and I hope to see you soon in a project. Thanks.